Alright, what's up, metalheads? It's your main man, Eddie Monster here. Now, we've been seeing over the past couple of days that Megadeth has kind of set up some cryptic messaging, one like the end is near, things of that nature. Everybody wondering, what's it all about? Well, finally, we've got an answer, and we're going to watch it together because it was just recently released today. As you can see, the apocalypse is upon us.
Some
What
say
can
this is the end of time.
Yeah, what does this all mean?
We need to go! Get out of the cities. It's over.
That's it.
This will be
What
our
could
last
be over?
broadcast.
This is Vic Rattlehead. For
The
over
almighty
4
Vic
decades,
Rattlehead.
I've been chained in silence. But the end demands my voice. It is confirmed the next Megadeth studio album will be the last. 40
What'd I tell
years
you?
of metal, forged in steel, ending in fire. And when the new year rises, the global farewell tour. You've heard the warning. Now prepare yourself, Cyber Army. Stay loud, stay tuned, and meet me on the front lines.
Well, there you go. There you have it. Megadeth has announced that their next album will be their last and that they will be ending all touring, things of that nature. So, I mean, you kind of had to wonder. You know what I mean? Like, how long can artists really go? You know what I mean? It's always running through their heads. Like, how much do I have? What's left in the tank? Do people still care? It's definitely been one hell of a weird year for metal. I mean, obviously with the end of the beginning, you know, the show for Ozzy and Black Sabbath, and then Ozzy's death, and then now this, right, on top of it. Definitely weird times to be a metalhead. But you know what, though? The thing of it is, there was always a time, I remember people would always say, like, enjoy the bands that you have now because it's not always going to last and not always going to be around. There's going to come a time when they start retiring, you know what I mean? And I get it. People are going to be skeptical. It's always going to happen, right? Because we saw Kiss call an end numerous times. We saw Motley Crue call it an end, and then they're back, right? Via they, you know, extradited a member and brought somebody new. Then we saw Slayer, right? Slayer had called it quits. Had called an end to it. Kerry King had always, you know, stated how pissed he was that the band had ended when they did, because he still felt that they had still more time to go. And then they came back, they've been doing shows. So it makes you wonder, like, is it really the end? For certain bands, I would have to think yes. Like, we knew, obviously, with Ozzy and Black Sabbath, we obviously knew that was coming to an end, ultimately, because Ozzy was not in the proper conditions to continue. So that was one we were never going to question. Megadeth, on the other hand, where do we go from here? I mean, obviously he's got other ventures that he's doing, whether it's the vineyards thing that his wife and his daughter take care of, you know, that Megadeth brand. There's obviously now he's also announced that there's a new beer coming out. So there's a lot of, like, I think, projects that he's setting himself up for outside of touring and recording. It just, I don't think, you know, that switch ever really shuts off. You know what I mean? The itch to want to create. But maybe this is the end for Megadeth. Who knows? Make sure you stay tuned and then you keep it locked in to find out all the tour dates, all the details, like when the actual end is going to be. Because this could be 2 years from now, right? That they ultimately call an end. This could be like a long-ass world tour that he does that could last 2 years, 3 years, maybe a year. Who knows? We don't know that much. All we know is that there's a final album and that the end is near. That's all we know. So, with that being said, it's been a hell of a run for Megadeth. I got the chance to see Megadeth for the first time at Ozfest '98. That was my first concert ever. First of all, was Ozfest '98. I've said it many a times on this channel. So Megadeth was one of those bands. And then I saw Megadeth when they came back from that hiatus, when Dave had that issue with his arm, the nerves and stuff like that. I saw them on that tour, the Blackmail the Universe tour with Exodus, which was pretty fucking cool. That was my first time seeing Exodus. And then I'd seen Dave plenty of times even after that. And then I think the last time I saw Megadeth live was with, I remember it was Havoc, Suicidal Tendencies, Children of Bodom, and then obviously Megadeth. Other than that, I haven't been racing, to see. I've been picking and choosing what concerts I go to. Obviously, to go to every concert, it's going to cost a lot of money. And now I'm on this quest, to be honest, to see artists I've never seen before. But Megadeth, I probably will go and see. I saw Ozzy's last ever tour and performance in my neck of the woods. So obviously I'm going to do the same for Megadeth too. So like I said, keep it tuned in here. The more we know, we will definitely be letting all of you know. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more content, because we try to put as much as we possibly can. And we appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much. Stay metal.